This conference will now be recorded.
Right, let's start today's session. So in the last session, we were discuss about modules in Python programming, and let me update the interpreter. Right. So in the last session, we were discuss about modules concept, how to create modules and how to reuse them. All these things we discussed. Let me change the font size also. Oh, yes. Now today we'll see that some built-in modules are predefined modules. So modules can be of two types, I said. One is user-defined as well as built-in or predefined modules. User-defined means what? As a programmer, we should create modules like sample.py, sample1.py. I create a module and I reuse them into other program by importing modules. But predefined modules means these modules will install automatically whenever we install Python software. So user-defined modules you have to create, and predefined modules automatically will be available. Built-in modules that are. So you have to know how to use that modules. So today I'll show you some of the built-in modules or predefined modules. In that, one of the module is nothing but this is math module. So already we know that math is nothing but mathematical module, and this module having like predefined mathematical function. Those who wants to perform mathematical operations directly, just import math, and you can use this math module functions like math dot uh, square root, like next print math dot factorial of 3, then print math dot ceiling. Ceiling means you know that it will going to it will go to seal value, means it will increment the value. Example, here I'm giving 34.2. Seal value will be 33 only. So again, math.floor I'm taking, math.floor. So 34.4 means 34 it will be written. So this is just simple math module. So this module through we can perform mathematical operations on. Now every time you can see when I import math dot function name, like that we have. So you can also give like this math from math import star. So this style of import statement advantage is what? Every time to use the functions, no need to use any module name dot something like this. Here I'm not going to use any module name. You can see this math module I'm not using. Math module I'm not using here. Okay, directly you can use functions, square root, factorial, ceiling, floor, like this only. Once I run this, now you can see this is the values. Like this, not only math module, there are so many built-in modules are there. But right now, some important modules I'll discuss continuously today. And in later upcoming sessions, according to topic or depends on topic, we include some modules. Okay. For example, you are working with file handling concept. There are separate modules are there. And working with exception handling mechanism. Separate modules are there. Multi-threading program, separate modules are there. Database connectivity, separate modules. So like this depends on our topic. We have to work on built-in modules. Okay. So next I'm trying to show you datetime module. Datetime module is used to work with the date-related tasks. Suppose here date-related task in a sense from data, import datetime, import datetime. This is module name. So I want to display current system date and time. How I can display current system date and time? X equals to datetime dot now I can say that. So here print x equal to datetime dot now print x I am taking. So here import datetime is a module name. And sir, why this is two times? Datetime one time, again second time also. So first time what I am using, that is module name, and second time this module class only. This is class name, and this is what actually method name. Now means current system date and time only. Right now, what date and time is there, that is going to be captured in the following format. So year, month, day, hours, minutes, seconds, microseconds. Okay, this is so datetime dot now. So in this, if you want to display only date, sir, is that possible? Yes, only date you can. If you want to display only time, so only time you can. So separately we can able to display also. Only date you want, you can extract only date. Time separately, if you want, you can extract time also here. Okay. So now you can see printer X I'm taking. X means current system date and time like this. Okay. But instead of this import date time, you can also use like this from date time import star. So advantage of this from statement is what? No need to mention module name dot class name. Directly you can use only date time. So this is date time is what class name. This is method name. Now is method name. Current system date and time. So this also working fine. And even you can also extract x dot year. Year means year part we can extract. X dot month means month will be extract. X dot day. Okay, print x dot hour. Print x dot minute. Okay, print x dot second. Print x dot microsecond like this. So now you can see all from current system date and time. I'm extracting each and every part of the date. So these are the date parts completely available. From this 2022 year, I extracted, month I extracted, day I extracted, and what is this? Hour I extracted, minutes, seconds, microseconds, all these things I extracted clearly. So this is date time module through we can extract each and every part separately. And in this, sir, we included this date time dot now means current system date and time we are generating, but I want to generate only our own dates. So you can also create your own date objects, but for that purpose, you have to give your input values. Yes, we have to give your input values, sir. Then only we can able to create your own data objects. So how to create our own data objects, you can see this. So first, x equals to date time or only date. If you want, you can use only date. Do date in the sense, first we have to pass 2022 and 0 to whatever it is. Okay, 2 and 23. So this is going to arrange you a date. What date? Three parameters we supplied, no? Like 2022 year, 2 means February month, 23 means day only. So once I run this, you can see date is arranging clear. So we can also prepare our own date objects but only the thing is you have to pass correct parameter values. In case if it is wrong, then it will give error. For example, February month 2022, there is no 29 days. Do you have any 29 days February months 2022? No, sir. Obviously, it will give error. Value error, day is out of range for the month. Yes, this day is out of range for this month, February. So if I include 28, then it is valid. Now you can see 28, it is valid, sir. Now 2022, 0 to 28 like this one. So this should be valid, this should be valid. And month is, for example, here I'm taking 13th month, 13. Now you can see 13th month, 2022, 13th month. Now you can see value error. Month must be in 1 to 12. Month must be in 1 to 12, I can say. 1 to 12 in the sense, I can say X equal to date. 13th month is not available. So you have to be in the limits only, like monthly under the limits only. Then it will work. So this is only date part. So if you want to go for date time also, then you can use date time function. Time also will be available. Date time it is, sir. So date time. So here time I am not supplying time parameters. That's what it is not coming here. And time parameters also compulsory valid only. For example, 9 hours, okay, 56 minutes and 34 seconds like this. This is valid expressions. Right, so now coming to this is what I call seconds. Seconds, I'm trying to give 60. So you cannot find 60 seconds, no? Only we will see 0 to 59 seconds. So second must be in 0 to 59. So this also value should be in the limit. And at the same time, minutes also 63 minutes, we will not see that. Only maximum 0 to 59. Minute must be in 0 to 59. Okay. And hours format also, you can see 24 hour is not there. 23.59 is there, but 24 no. So value error R must be 0 to 23. So got my point? So 22 hours, this will work. 22 means actually how much? 10. Like 22, 45, 52 like. So we can prepare our own data objects by passing the parameters. Make sure that all parameter values must be valid, otherwise it will give error. It will not create any data related things. Next, I'm trying to discuss about strftime function. Strftime is a built-in function which is used to represent a data objects into string readable format. So whatever the data objects are there, that will represent to the string readable format only. So how to work with strftime function, we'll see. First, current system date and time I'll represent. Now, datetime dot now. Now you can see x dot strftime, and these are the standard expressions. Capital A I'm taking, percentage capital A. So this is what actually weekday full version it is. Weekday full version. Weekday full version means today is what day? Tuesday. So full version you will get Tuesday like this. And at the same time, if I try to find this one, print x dot strftime small a I'm taking. Small letter A. Weekday short version is there. Weekday short version. Now you can say weekday short version. Yes, Tuesday means TUE is there, Q. So similarly, I'm taking other expressions. Here you can see capital B. So this is month full version. Small b, like month short version. Month short version. Month short version. Now you can see Tuesday full version. TUE short version. And May is a month full version. May is a short version only. Month, obviously, May month is 3 letters. That is short version only. In case if you prepare your own data objects like this, for example, 2022, Okay, 6 months, not actually, September month I'm taking, and 23 date. So now this time you can see September 23 on the day. What is the day? Friday, short version, September month full version, SAP short version like. And next I'm taking year. Year short version, full version. Capital Y means year full version, and small y in the sense short version. Year short version, year short version. Now test.py. Now you can see here 2022 and 22 like this. This is the case. Okay. So x equals to date time 2022 9/23, and here these are the strf time function. It represents string readable format of your data objects only. And there is one more module is there, like calendar module. Calendar module is used to display particular month and year calendar. Okay, calendar, if you want to display that current month calendar, or 1999 calendar, which month calendar if you want, you can display by using calendar module. And also using calendar module, we can display whole year calendar also, like 2022 calendar, or 2023, 2050, 1980, 1947, any year calendar you can display. So for this, I'm using calendar module. I'm importing CALEN, calendar, and first I'm just providing two parameters. So one is year parameter, which year calendar if you want, 1947 calendar I need. Which month calendar if you want, August month calendar I want. So who will display that? There is a month function is there, month month. This is the month function. This month function will accept two parameters, year as well as month only. So I'm taking y comma m. So print month of y comma m. Okay. Once I run this, now you can see here, this is what August 1947 month calendar is there. August 1947 month calendar. August 15th, the day was Friday only. Okay, this is. So here we can pass directly instead of parameters. Okay, let me cut this. Here in place of Y, you can pass which year calendar you want. In place of month, you can pass which month calendar you want. Suppose this month calendar I need. 2022 May calendar. And whole year calendar if you want, we can also display whole year calendar. So how we can display whole year calendar? For that, calendar function is there. Let's see this. Calendar function. This is expect whole year calendar. So 2022 216 I'm taking. What is this 216? First one is Y parameter, second one is W parameter, third one L parameter, fourth one C parameter. What does it mean? So Y means actually here year representation, and W means actually here you can see W means uh, width of the characters. Width of the characters, sir. Width of the characters. Width of the characters. Next, L means lines per week. Number of lines per week. Next, C means column separation. Column separation. Column separation. So year, which year calendar? 2022 calendar I want to display. 2 means what? Width of the characters. So space, some space after displaying calendar totally. Width of the character I need 2. And 1 means what? Lines per week. Each and every week some gap, line gap is 1 only. C means column separation. Let's see this first. I'll change the values and you will see how it look like. Now you can see this is whole year calendar, 2022 year calendar here. So this is Jan, Feb, March. This is one column. This is another column. This is another column. Okay. Let me change the scenario here. So width of the characters 2 I'm giving, like 3 I'm giving width of the character. So once we use width of the characters 3 means, now you can see width of the characters 3, this is the character difference is clearly available. If I include width of the character is 4, so each and every character width is 4 only. Now you can see 4 it is. This is 4, this is 4, this is 4. 4 spaces are there each and every character. So let it be 2 only. It look like perfect. Yes, next I'm changing lines per week. L, lines per week. Lines per week means you can see this is one line and this is another line. In between these two, then what is that? Only one line gap is there. But here I'm taking, just observe here, 2 lines I'm taking. 2 lines per week in the sense, 2 lines are available here. Now you can see 2 lines. This is gap is there for a weekly gap. Right? Each and every week gap. This is 1 week values. Second week. In between gap is there more. That's not looking good. So let's take 1. This is. Next 6 is there. 6 means a column separation. Column separation means this is. This is one column, Jan, April, July, August, one column. And in between the space is there. No, this is what column separations are. This column separation, if you want increase or reduce, then you can. For example, I'm reducing this column separation. 2 spaces only I'm giving. 2 spaces are coming like this column separation. There is a 2 spaces between, like, and for example, 8 spaces I'm giving 8. 8 means it is increasing completely. So this is the 8 space column separation like that. So this is calendar module to display particular year and particular month calendar or whole year calendar like this. And also in this calendar module, so we have some built-in functions, like if you want to know that leap days between a particular year to particular 2 years between, how many leap years are there, if you want to find, you can suppose 1982 till 2022, how many leap years are existed. So leap days is a built-in function and it is used to find number of leap days from 1980 to 2022. So 11 leap days are available. Okay. And if you want to find that the year is leap year or not, then we have a one more function like is leap. So this is also a built-in function. Is leap is the function name, and this function is expecting the year parameter. And once we supply this, now you can see 2022 and true is available here. True means what? This is leap year true. 2020 is a leap year only. If I say 2021, now is leap, this is what actually false only, sir. Is leap year false. So this is calendar module. So next another module is there, that is random module, which is used to generate for random values on fly for authentication. So for example, OTP kind of generation if you want, or while playing the gaming applications like randomly if you want to produce the values, then we use random module. So here you can see working with random module. Working with random module. This module is having several predefined functions. This module is having several predefined functions, and this module provide built-in functions, and it is used to generate random values on the fly for authentication. And while doing transactions, if you want to generate some random OTPs, then we use random module. So random it is random. Random meaning is what? Not selectively. So randomly it is going to display, it just generating the values. That is random. But there are several functions are there here. Several functions. Random module provides several built-in functions to generate random values in different styles. So I'm talking about that functions here. Random function is there one, and next one is randint is there, random int. Next uniform is there, uniform. Next rand range is there, rand range. Next choice function is there, choice. These are the important functions from random module. First, I'm talking about random, rand int, uniform, rand range, choice. It's a random module, random function. What random will generate? How generate random values? It will generate random float values by default. It will generate random float values by default. It will generate random float values by default. Okay. It will generate random float values by default between 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 0 and 1. 0 and 1. In bracket, I'm trying to say include. Include means what? So in the random generation process, this function, random function, generate random float values by default between 0 and 1, means 0 point something, like this, below 1 only. So not include, sorry, it's my mistake. Not include means what? In the output window, you never see like 0, only 0, only 1. That means only 0 will not be print, only 1 will not be print. So that's the way it will generate. It will generate random float values by default between 0 and 1, not include, sir. Okay. So not include means 0 will not include in the output, only 1 will not include in the output. You will see this, how it can generate. So for this, I'm taking random. It's a built-in module. And see one more thing, sir. Most of the modules will come by default whenever we, what we can say, install Python software. But some modules will not come by default. Suppose example, uh, uh, ODBC is there, Open Database Connectivity. For database connectivity purpose, we use that module. And NumPy module is there, numerical Python. Okay, that modules will not come by default. At that time, we have to install explicitly some modules. So how to install explicitly modules also I will discuss. But here, basic modules all will come by default from random import star like this. Now you can see for I in range of 10. This 10 is nothing but what I want to generate 10 random values. But who will generate 10 random values? Random function will generate 10 random values. But how random function will generate 10 random values? By default, it generate what? Float values between 0 and 1. Between 0 and 1, float values. So let's run this. So 0 and 1, how many values generated? 10 values. 0 point, 0 point, 0 point, 0 point something. But not include means 0 will not include, only 0 is not there. 1 also will not include. Got my point? 0 will not include, 1 also will not include. Now let's run. So we got this clearly. And every time execution to execution, random values are different, sir, because randomly it will generate. Same values or not. Sir, you can see just I'm giving 5. Means only 5 random values I want to generate. 5 you can generate. Any number of values you can generate based on this input. Who will generate this? Random function will generate. How it will generate? By default float values between 0 and 1. Suppose in case if you want to generate random integer numbers, then we can go for randint is there. Randint. Randint means it will generate random int values between two given numbers, two given numbers, two given numbers. It will generate random int values between two given numbers. Will generate random int values between two given numbers. Include I'm taking in bracket. Include means you are provided two given numbers also in that included. Yes, maybe or may not be, but there is a chance. Suppose if I provide 2 to 20, 2 comma 20 means second number onwards 20 values, I want to generate some random integer values. In the generation process, 2 also may include, 20 also may include, but all the time may not, it will not include. Okay, so it will generate random int values between two given numbers include. So let's see this random function. Only when I try to give randint here, now you can see randint is expecting two values or not. Just I'm trying to do randint. So randint is expecting what values? A and B values are expecting here. So we have to supply that A value and B value. For example, 2 to 20, I want to generate 5 random values. From 2 and 20, how many random numbers I'm generating? 5. So I'm giving 5. In this 5 random values, 20 also there, 2 also there. Yes, you can see 20 is there. It is including. 2 also sometimes it comes, but not always, sure. Only 5 values generating. Suppose if you want to generate 10 random values, then you can give 10. 10 random values are generating here. Now you can see in this randomly 3 came, 16, 10, and a number can repeat also sometimes. So 12 is there, again 12 is there here. And now you can see 2 is there again. 20 also might be there. Like random values are generated. Suppose to generate OTP kind of things like 4-digit OTP, suppose here I'm taking 1999 to, okay, this between these values, I want to generate these values. In between these two numbers, I want to generate some 10 OTP numbers I need. So 10 OTP numbers are generated. Or else we can provide 1000 to 4000. Only 10 digits, 7000, whatever it's in between. 10 random values are generated randomly to generate, not selective. So OTP numbers are coming like this. So this is random integer. So uniform is the next function. This function is similarly this function, same, but only the changes are, you can see this. So random function, how it generates random float values by default between 0 and 1, not include. Similarly, uniform function also will generate random float values by default, but between two given numbers, not 0 and 1. Between two given numbers, we can say. Between two given numbers, not include same only. Float values only, this is also. Uniform function also will generate float values, but between two given numbers float values. Suppose if I give 2 and 20, 2 point something, 3 point something, 9 point something like this, up to 19 point something. This is random float value. So let's see this uniform function. UNIFORM uniform. And my range is, I'm just giving 3 to 9 and 10 random float values I want to get. No, 3 to 18 like this. So 3 point something, 12 point something, 7 point, 4 point, 6 point, 16 point, like this float values will get. How many? Only 10. So this is uniform function. So options are there. How the way you want to generate random values, you can decide uniform or randint or random like this. There is one more function is the rand range. This will generate random random integer values by default, like start value through and stop value through and then step value through. Start, stop, step. So you can decide from which number onwards you want to start your random numbers and stop that ending, and step means how much increment, or like this. Let me show you random range. Print rand range is there. Rand range, you can just start, stop, step is there. Start value I'm taking 2, stop value I'm taking 20, step value I'm taking 2. That means here there is a possibility to generate 10 random values, all or even position values only, like 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, like this only. 20 will not be there because 20 up to 20, not including 20 here. So all what values are there, even number values may be generate random values. Now you can see in this how many random values, 10 random values. Between what? 2 to 20. Each and every value increment with step 2 only. 6, 8, 18. Like this, we are seeing this all even number values only. In case my step is 3. My step is 3. Now you can see there is a possibility to generate random values 2 onwards. It will start 2 plus 3, 5, plus 3, 8, plus 3, 11, plus 3, 14, plus 3, 17, plus 3, 20 not there. So in these numbers only, 10 random values it will be produced. Now you can see in these numbers, 10 random values it will be produced. These are 10 random values. But every execution to execution, random values are different. Okay. So this is the range values. And choice is there. Choice is a choice will not generate any random number. Rather than choice function will return random object. Yes, sir. It will not generate. It will not generate any random values. Any random value. Any random value. It will generate random object. It will generate random object. Random object. Choice function is used to generate a random object. It will not generate any random values. So let's see this how we can apply choice. Suppose I have a list of values in this. So this is a list of values. Sai is there and Mohan is there and just Durga is there. Okay, Kiran is there. Some names are there. In these names, we have a list of names. Just as an example, I took this list, but actually, if you take any number of lists, like maximum list also you can take. But in this list, I want to pick up one randomly, one name. Randomly, I want to pick up one name. So how I can pick up randomly one name? So choice function we can apply. So not selectively. I want to provide bonus to someone. So choice function is expect always sequence only, that is list or any collection also. Once I apply this choice of L means automatically this choice function will pick any random object from this list. So every time it is different, not same. So it's picking this name only. And now this time, whenever I go for this one, again other name, randomly it is going to be pick the name. This is not random value, random object, because in Python everything is considered as an object only. So choice function will not generate any random values, it generates random object by default. So these are the built-in functions of random module to generate random values on the flow. So random module, calendar module, data module, math module, these are built-in modules. And also we have to talk about other modules like array and numpy. Array and numpy. Array module and numpy module is there. These two modules I have to discuss. So in Python, we can also create arrays. Array means user-defined a similar data type collection. Array is a user-defined. User can decide what type of array elements he wants. Integer elements, character elements, string elements, floating elements, like that. Array is a user-defined similar data type collection. Similar data type collection. What is array? Array is a user-defined similar data type collection. Similar data type means in array, we can include only similar data type values. All are integers, all are float, all are characters, all are string, like this. One float, one integer, one string, no. So in Python, we can create array using square bracket. Now you can see 10, 20, 30. These are all are integer. This is array. And again, let me go for these names. This is what actually string array. I'm creating string array here. So any data type you can mention, like 12.3, 45.6, 78.9. This is float array. But sir, one float, one string, one integer, like that? No, it's not possible. Array is a collection of similar data type elements or user defined. Array is a user defined. You can decide as a programmer what type of array elements you want, integer type or string type or float type, and you can decide. And it's similar data type collection means all values must be same data type one. Integer means integer all. String means string all. Float means float all. So this is called homogeneous collection, we can say. Array contains homogeneous collection. Homogeneous means similar data type collection. But in Python, we can create list also, no? Yes, list list. So list can be created using square bracket only. It is heterogeneous collection. Heterogeneous collections are this is heterogeneous elements. Heterogeneous elements. Heterogeneous elements means what? Heterogeneous means one integer, one float, one string, one character, like this. Any multiple things we can include, multiple data type values we can include. So list is different, array is different. So difference between list and array is a homogeneous elements, like similar data type collection elements, and list is heterogeneous elements, means different data type collection elements, and both are collection type only. But we are working with arrays right now. So always array index 0 only. That means it starts from index 0, 0, 1, 2, 3 like this. So we can start 0 index, 1 index, 2 index. Whenever it is required to access the values, you can collect the values from index through only. That is easy. But generally arrays can be of two types, sir. Two types of arrays are there. So in general, what are the two types? Single dimension array. Single dimension array. And next one is what actually? Two dimension array. Two dimension array, sir. Two dimension array. Two dimension array. Single dimension array. Two dimension array. Single dimension as well as two dimension. Single dimension, two dimension. Single dimension means an array which contain only one row or one column. An array which contains only one row or one column is called single dimension array. For example, this is one row, sir, 10, 20, 30, 40, one row, or one column also, like 10, 20, 30, 40, one column. This is column or this is row or column value, anyone. This is one dimension only, row dimension or column dimension. But two dimension array means what? An array which contain more than one row or more than one column. An array which contains more than one row or one column is called two dimension array, like 10, 20, 30, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, like this. Okay, this is what? Three rows, three columns. Row dimension, column dimension, both is there, rows and columns. So two dimension array. But in Python programming, there are two modules are there. One is array module is there. Just observe here. Array module is there. And next one is NumPy module is there. NumPy module. And using this array module, we can create only single dimension arrays. Only single dimension array is possible. Only single dimension array is possible using array module. But using array module, we can't create two dimension array. Two dimension array is not possible. Okay, using array module, we cannot create a two dimension array. It's not possible. But how we can create two dimension array as well as single dimension array? NumPy module is there. So single dimension array we can create using NumPy module, single dimension, as well as two dimension arrays we can create. Both we can create. Single dimension and two dimension arrays we can create using NumPy module. But array module through only we can create single dimension array. NumPy module through we can create single as well as two dimension array, both. But the difference between this array module by default will come. You can see this whenever I import array from array, or else import array also you can take. Import array. It's coming. But when it comes to NumPy module, you can see NUMPY, NumPy. Is this coming? Just observe. No module name called NumPy. Just now I told you, some modules will not come by default. If you want to install that modules explicitly, we have to install it. Suppose NumPy is not available. NumPy stands for numerical Python. Okay, it is used to create multi-dimensional array only. So this is the one type of package here. This package will not come by default. You have to install explicitly. And not only this type of packages, So in coming further sessions also, we have to deal with some packages, but that will not come by default. If it is not coming by default, then we have to install explicitly. How to install any explicit package means I'm showing right now how to install explicitly package. So simple steps you have to follow, sir. Click on File menu, click on Settings, click on Settings. In the left hand side, you can see this. There is your project name, Python project at 8 a.m. So 7 a.m. Expand this, and you can see Python interpreter is there. You can click on Python interpreter, and now immediately you can see expand this plus symbol. Once you expand this plus symbol, it will ask you to sets available packages. In this search, I'm trying to include NumPy. So NumPy I'm searching. So you can select this NumPy and simply click on install package below. One button is there. Just wait for few seconds. You will get successful message like NumPy installed successfully. Okay. So you can see NumPy is the fundamental package for array computing with Python. It is saying the NumPy version is this one, author is this one. If you want to know more about NumPy, you can click on this link www.numpy.org like this. So any additional or explicit package, if you want to install, okay, then this is the procedure to install in PyCharm. Or else you can go to command prompt, simply pip space install space NumPy also you can type there. That is also fine. Now you can see package NumPy installed successfully. You got message. Once you got message, then you can remove this all opened windows. You can remove this. And now that's this time we can try to get the NumPy. NumPy I'm taking. NumPy is coming in IntelliSense. Yes. Hit the button, enter button. That's all. From now onwards, you can able to work with NumPy package. So this is about arrays and NumPy. We'll see practical implementation of arrays and NumPy in tomorrow's session. Tomorrow we'll complete NumPy arrays, 2-dimension arrays, single dimension arrays. After that, immediately day after tomorrow onwards, I'll start with advanced Python like object-oriented programming will start. Okay. Yes. And one more thing, have you noticed in our WhatsApp group, I have posted core Python PDF and Django PDF and REST API PDF. Clear picture material is there. And advanced Python, it takes time. By this weekend, I'll prepare. Documentation is there, but I have to take alignment. So actually, core Python for me it took 5 hours time to alignment arrange properly. So I don't have enough time. Weekdays, mostly weekend, I'll try with that. So you can receive very soon advanced Python PDF material also. You can download it. And those who are uh, opted for Python package, so you can attend all my Django REST API classes also, material also there. And those who are only opted for Python, only you can attend Python classes. But you may think material is there, then I need not attend Django REST API in the sense that is your wish. But that will not work out, I know that. That's what I posted freely open material in a WhatsApp group. If you read Django material and REST API material, you can't understand topics until and unless if you attend classes. Okay. So you can decide it. If you can able to understand that material through you can proceed, you can, no problem with that. But it won't work out, I know that. So see you tomorrow.